Thank you for watching my video and clicking on my channel. So I want to discuss Nick Fuentes and the attempt on his life. I think that we also need to keep in mind the timing and think about the Luigi Mangione, and that attempt. I think we need to also keep this in mind with the other attempts that happened with Trump and how it seems like there's this new wave of like masked, crazy, young 20-year-old, very bought into like liberal frame of thinking of basically, you can just tell these guys think that if they do this, that people would applaud them for doing these crazy, horrific acts to people. And it seems like there's like a new scoreboard being set up. Another thing to think about is that Tim Pool said that he wanted to have Nick Fuentes on his stream, or something happened, but because of the extra amount of security it would cost, that it wouldn't be worth it to have him as a guest, or a lot of people wouldn't want to have someone that is that high of a security risk. Which basically says that there's a whole new level to canceling someone. It's not only debanking them, it's not only not letting them fly. It's a matter of saying, whoa, you're like a security threat to even be on the street. Like, you can't even live in this gated community. You can't be here. You can't be there. You need to like move into a bush somewhere or something like that. Like a pedophile. Like, you know, like how they have to stay away from schools and stuff like that. So I was scrolling through X and I saw a video of Patrick Bet-David, and he's so spineless. And he's just like at the Turning Point USA thing, someone's like, Patrick Bet-David, would you have Nick Fuentes on, your guest? And he's just like, why would I ever have someone who says the N-word 1,000 times on my show with my kids, blah, 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 blah. That's bullshit. Because it's entertainment. It's entertainment because if he had the chance to interview Quinton Tarantino, who makes movies with him saying the N-word, would he allow that? Hell yeah, you know he'd be doing anything. He'd get on his hands and knees and bark like a dog to have Quinton Tarantino on his podcast. Also, Patrick Bet-David is so spineless. Everyone needs to go watch. One of the most impactful interviews of this whole year was Patrick Bet-David and Oliver Stone. Hands down, one of the most influential podcasts of the year. But back to Nick Fuentes. I also think that it's pretty crazy. I also feel like it is pretty crazy for a guy like that to just be living right at street access. I think that's pretty nuts. I think that someone like that would want to be like kind of like not that easy to just have someone walk up on you like that. I think that's kind of weird. It would have been crazy today. It would have been crazy in like the whole sphere of things if the attempt had not gone the way it went, where Nick wasn't safe. It would have been pretty crazy to think that people are just coming after influencers like that, not only doxing, but now there's like a scare for people that, oh, this is how crazy it gets. Because I listened to Andrew Tate's podcast last week with this Frankie Lee guy, and he said 99% of his interactions have been positive. And I also listened to Sneeko, and Sneeko says the same thing, that 99% of his outside interactions are positive. So where does this hate come from? This is crazy. And it also seems very, mind control-y. It seems very like, oh yeah, there's at a drop of a dime, they can just unleash these type of weirdos onto people because they all seem demented. So whether you love Nick or hate Nick, that's irrelevant. That has nothing to do with it. Whether you love or hate Trump, whether you love or hate the CEO of the medical thing, is this the new world where anything goes? Right? It's not just stealing from the stores in the big towns. Now it's, oh, there's just random guys just running down and pewing people. That's nuts. So, yeah, and also, for Nick, I wonder if his content will change now. I wonder if this is enough to make him be like, that's it, I'm done. I wonder if he's thinking that his lane that he's in, his popularity, his notoriety is not worth keeping, right? Also, he put up a thing that he wants his security, I think, would be around, I think he said, around 30,000 a month. I'm not sure. I think it was around 30,000 a month on his, like, he said you can support him on Bitcoin or something because he's debanked. And that's pretty crazy too, that now all of a sudden influencers will get to a certain level and they instantly don't go along with the program, and then they have to be taxed by having like security, like hardcore security around them at all times. That's pretty nuts. That's a new thing. Obviously, a lot of people should have security. I'm not saying that people shouldn't have security, but I think that 24-hour armed security seems pretty crazy, right? Yeah. I think also the influence. I think he has a lot of influence over a lot of people and young people, and people like that, like Andrew Tate and Sneeko and these type of people who are in a way bigger than rappers. Rap has kind of fizzled off. Rap sucks, kind of. I think that now people don't want regular media, period, like the news. Now the president won his election by podcasts. So today's soul just screams. It just wants streaming. It just wants live, raw, 24/7, crash out. Like, it just wants that. So, prayers out for everyone and for Nick. Hopefully, people's mental state isn't like too screwed up or whatever. Hopefully, this can be this is very weird. Very weird. Very, very, very weird. And also the fact that the gunman who came to Nick had already gone after two people before. Or he had, eliminated two people before. So this is very, very insane. So welcome to 2025. 2024 is a wrap. So 2025, the drones are in the sky. Trump's coming in. We're definitely entering like a new era. We're entering into like we're definitely heading into a different era. And because Trump won with all the different, the House, the Senate, and the popular vote, it's like there's more conviction and there's more like, what's the word? There's way more like speed and force heading into 2025 and into the new era. So please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.